have a choice when it comes to electricity. Maren Goldstein is from the Center for Ecotechnology, and he's here to show us what we need to know. Or tell us, I should say, right? So we're talking about renewable energy. Yes. A lot of people don't realize when they do put the lights on in their home that they don't have to use all the fossil fuels and all of that energy that's actually not good for our environment.
Right, definitely. I mean, I think that most people don't realize is that all that fossil fuel is actually doing is boiling water, which is creating steam, which is turning a turbine that's then generating electricity. And so that is a very old system that can be done in many different ways. And nowadays technology has really caught up and really made it affordable. And so there's so many new alternatives on the market right now that we can be choosing renewable energy sources that aren't using and burning those fossil fuels.
And that's no matter where you live, whether it's a city or a town, a suburbia or a rural environment, you can really find a way to make it work for you. And every little bit helps. I mean, we all talk about our carbon footprint, and we can all make a difference. So we're going to talk about some ways that we can make the choice, make the right choice. The first one is Solarized Mass. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Solarized Mass has become pretty well known out here in Western Massachusetts. A lot of different communities have done it over the last couple of years, and basically it's an opportunity where a town chooses to engage the Solarized Massachusetts program. They bring in a single installer, and that basically then creates a tiered process that will help drive down the price. With more people in your community do it, it drives down the price for everybody. And so a lot of great communities have done really great things, putting a lot of different solar on the houses, and made it really affordable for people. The average system in general for a house is about a $25,000 system. $25,000 sounds like a lot, but actually when you start taking off the federal taxes, you take off the state incentives, it actually comes down to usually it's around $11,000, $12,000. And then basically because of all the different incentives and payback systems, it actually makes it for about a 7 to 8 year payback, and it lasts 25 plus years. So it's a great way. It's a way that makes it really affordable and makes it really open to a lot more people right now.
And it's a smart investment.
It's a very smart investment. It obviously increases the value of your home and gives you that sort of good feeling that you have renewable energy directly. You're using the sun come down to your house. You're not mining for coal. You're not using nuclear powers. You're not doing any of those things. You're just using solar to create the electricity you're using in your house.
Yes, that'll certainly pay off. Let's talk about community solar projects. This is a really interesting concept.
Yeah, so we actually just recently had the first one go online within Massachusetts in Harvard, Mass. And they basically have an opportunity where they found a good site for everybody. So because the one thing with solar, if your house doesn't have good, if you got beautiful trees or you just face the wrong direction, it's not good to put solar on it. This is a way to actually buy in as a community. You build the solar systems in a really good site place, and then different people can buy a certain amount of that system. So you may buy 5 panels, somebody else may need to use 10 panels for their system, and then that power basically is sent to your house and generated for your house. And then sort of the community owns that all together. So they're still working through it. It's still piloting in different places. Like I said, it's just first come online in Harvard, Mass, but we now have more and more places and towns that are looking at as options for their community.
Very cool idea. That's up and coming, so keep a lookout for that, hopefully in our communities. Let's talk about out-of-state power providers and why this is not necessarily a smart option.
Yeah, so the way that deregulation works with our electricity is that you basically have a choice between who supplies you the power, and WMECO and National Grid are always going to be the deliverer of that power. But you can choose to go with some out-of-state provider to bring in their power. The problem with that is it's once again taking the power generation and all the money that you're paying for that out of state. It's not helping green our economy. It's not helping bring jobs to our community. And so there's some really great ways to choose renewable energy within our state, and so we should be supporting our local economy.
So tell us about what WMECO is actually doing that is cleaner and greener.
Yeah, so National Grid for a long time has been, for about the last 7, 8 years, has had a Green Up Power Choice program. We're really excited that WMECO has finally made those steps, and their Green Up Power program should be coming online by the end of July. So it's very exciting that everybody can choose this now. And by choosing the Green Up Power Choice, you can choose 100% local renewable energy here in Massachusetts and across the New England area. And so Mass Energy, who's a partner with Center for Ecotechnology, offers what's called a New England Green Start or New England Wind program. And those basically, by adding a few cents per kilowatt hour, increases the price. Basically a coffee a week. You can know that instead of supporting coal and fossil fuels, you're supporting 100% renewable energy being put into the grid and brought to your home.
And that's for less than $20 a month, really.
Less than $20 a month on the average. And the great thing about it too is, again, you can have a bad site for solar. You can, just not want to put solar on your roof, or you could also just be a renter who just doesn't even have that as an option. You can still choose this Green Up Power choice directly on your utility bill, and so it's a great option to do that.
That's wonderful to know about. Now let's talk about I'm sorry, we're now in July. Gosh, time's flying by. July 27th. There's an event happening where people can actually get up close and personal to a wind turbine. Is that right?
Yeah, so most oftentimes you see them off in the distance. You can't really get up there. But actually in July 27th up at Berkshire East, we're going to be having an event where you can actually go see the wind turbine up close and personal. You take a chairlift up to it, and
a wonderful opportunity for people to learn more. We're going to put that information on our website, Marin. People can call you, visit your website. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
Great
you so
information.
Much. Have a great day.